The next is a welcome speech by the head monk of the London Buddhist Vihara, Bogada Sila Vimala Nayaka Thera. The Most Venerable Nayaka Thera first entered the Bhikkhu order at the age of 14, and having completed his Pirivena education, he entered the University of Peradeniya, from where he graduated in 1975, and subsequently did his MA doing research on the influence of Hinduism on Buddhism. He joined the teaching profession in Sri Lanka and taught in many leading schools before coming over to the UK to join the staff at the London Buddhist Vihara in 1992 as a resident monk. The training he received under the tutelage of Venerable Heyanapula Gunaratana Thera in meditation was put to good use when Reverend Sila Vimala Thera started teaching meditation in the UK. With the passing away of our late head monk, Reverend Vajiranyana, Venerable Sila Vimala was appointed as the head of the London Buddhist Vihara. He continues to foster excellent relationships with other religious leaders through the interfaith network of which he is a trustee. He serves as the Buddhist chaplain of West Middlesex and Ealing hospitals and is the Buddhist representative at the Commonwealth Remembrance Day service at the Cenotaph. He had another feather in his cap, so to speak, by being the Buddhist chaplain at the 2012 Olympic Games. He has served the UK Buddhist community for well over 2 decades, and it is our fervent hope that he will be able to continue in the same vein for many, many more decades. Venerable Sila Vimala sir.
Thank you very much for the kind words. Venerable Mahasangha, revered dignitaries of other religious denominations, Your Excellencies, Member of Parliament for Chiswick, Mary MacLeod, Madam Mayor of the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, distinguished guests and friends. As the Chief of the Anagarika Dharmapala Commemorative Committee, I warmly welcome you all. We are gathered here today to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dharmapala and to appreciate his great service to the Buddhist community here in the West and in a wider sense to the world. Today's ceremony is the culmination of a series of events which have been organized to celebrate the life of great Anagarika Dharmapala. He was born in 1864 in Sri Lanka, or Ceylon, and died in India in 1933. He was born to a very wealthy family who was staunch Buddhist. From a very young age, he was influenced by his parents and very prominent Buddhist monks and other leaders of the Buddhist community. There was a great Buddhist revival in Sri Lanka during this period, and Anagarika was one of the pioneers of the revival. Furthermore, he was a great social reformer as well and attended to the needs of the disadvantaged Buddhist community in Sri Lanka. He took his mission to India. He redressed the imbalance that had arisen as a result of non-Buddhists managing and administering centers such as Buddha Gaya, where Lord Buddha attained enlightenment. Gathering momentum, he went on to ensure that other venerated Buddhist sites were restored and received acclaim and importance that they rightly deserve from the rest of the world. His tireless efforts have resulted in the continued respect and veneration amongst Buddhists worldwide. Sri Lanka clearly benefited from the British colonial rule in several aspects. These include a Westminster-style parliamentary system, civil service, road and rail transport system, an advanced communication system, and education. And to this day, we continue to reap the benefits from that investment. Anagarika Dharmapala felt that the best way to reciprocate the goodwill that the British bestowed upon us was to present the Lord Buddha's teaching, the Dharma, to Britain and to the West. Historically, Buddhism has always received the patronage of kings of Sri Lanka. This has helped to keep Buddhism alive in our country in the pure Theravada tradition for over 2,500 years. It is worth remembering that in the early days, the Buddha's teachings were preserved by the disciple committing the Dhamma to memory and transmitting by word of mouth. However, in the 1st century AD, Sri Lanka had preserved these teachings in the scripted form for the first time, and thereby ensuring the perpetuity of the Dharma and its dissemination worldwide. For all the contribution that Sri Lanka has made in the name of Buddhism and its propagation, it has come to be acknowledged as the center of Theravada Buddhism in the world. The country itself came to be known as Dharma Dvipa, or the oasis of Dharma. With such a vibrant history, it was not surprising that the Anagarika Dharmapala's spirit was reawakened and rekindled to the extent that he undertook his mission to bring Buddhism to the West and succeeded by establishing the first Buddhist monastery in the West in 1926, namely the London Buddhist Vihara. He has been introduced by the well-learned authors as the flame of the darkness, the forerunner of the Buddhism in the West. Realistically, he was the father of the modern Theravada Buddhism in the world. What we have planned today, is to invite people like you who have great interest in Buddhism to remember this remarkable person's service for the spread of Buddhism to the world and show our gratitude to him and celebrate his life. Our speakers will give you a good insight into his monumental service. I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Professor Asanga Tilakaratne, and other speakers and religious dignitaries of various denominations, and all of you who are here today. Thank you very much.